Hi everyone! So it is now, I don't even know what time it is because power went out. Let me see. It's 8 o'clock and I'm going to be making some dinner. And tonight's recipe is going to be beef tips and noodles. Now I made this once before with actual beef tips, but it ended up being kind of chewy, so I'm going to use some minced meat for this recipe, but everything else is going to be the same. So the ingredients that I'm going to be using are a pound of minced meat. Actually, I don't even know if that's a pound. Let me check. Yes, a little over a pound. And I got the 96 extra lean ground beef. I can't talk. And I'm going to use some cream of mushroom soup. This is the 10-ounce can, one of those big cans. Then you want to get some egg noodles. And of course I couldn't find any that are like healthy, so this is as close as I could get, but this is the 16-ounce bag, which is what you want. Then some of this McCormick's beef stew seasoning mix, and this is 1.5 ounces, and that's basically all you need. And you also need let's see, 1 cup of water. Now this recipe can also be made with mushrooms, but no one in my family really likes mushrooms, so I just excluded that from the recipe. So you want to set your oven to 400 degrees, and you're going to mix the cream of mushroom and your beef and the beef stew seasoning mix all together in a 13 by 9-inch casserole dish, which is what that is. And then you're going to stick it in the oven once it's at 400, and you're going to stick it in there for an hour. And while those are baking, you're going to boil some of these egg noodles. So I will film that when I get to it. Alright, so we've got our stuff in the, what's the word I'm looking for? Minced meat, there we go. I cut it up a little bit so it's more spread out. We're going to add the beef stew seasoning mix to it. It'll cooperate. That would be great. Sorry if you hear voices in the background, that's my mom. Okay. Now we are going to add the cream of mushroom soup. And this is going to look like vomit, which is always tasty when you're really hungry. I can't get it out of the can. Let me put the camera down for a second. Where's a spoon when you need one? Alright. And our oven is at 400 degrees now, in case I didn't already say that. Alright. Let me read the directions real quick. Okay, I need to add 1 cup of water to this concoction. So, adding the water. Yummer. Okay. So now you just want to mix all this stuff together and then shove it in the oven.
Okay, alright, fine. Alright, fine.
Okay. This recipe is really easy because basically you just mix the stuff together and let the oven do all the work for you. So I'm hoping that this will work with minced meat. Alright, so I will show you the finished product in a little bit. Alright, so we've got our stuff baking in the oven, and it still has about 25 minutes to go, something like that. Anyway, so I've just put some water in this big pot, and that crackling noise is because there's stuff underneath the pot. So I'm just going to let the water warm up some, and I put a little bit of salt in there. And then once it starts boiling, we're going to add our egg noodles, and then those are going to cook for 8 to 10 minutes. And then we'll mix it all together and it'll be dinner time. Yeah, that clock says it's 7:51, but it's really 8:42 because the power went out for an hour and I have yet to fix that clock. Alright, so our water is finally boiling. It only took 2 years. So now we're going to add our beautiful egg noodles into the pot. So I dropped my camera into the water. Alright. Now I just need a spoon. Alright. Alright, so you want to make sure all of that's covered, obviously, which it is. Alright, so now this is 8:12. It's really 9:03, but we're going to go by this clock because that's when I was going by when I started. So we're going to pull everything out at around 8:25. Let's see, so this stuff is going to cook for about 8 to 10 minutes, or until al dente, which is just a little bit stiff, not fully cooked all the way. Doesn't really matter though. But yeah, so you just want to stir that occasionally so that it doesn't stick to the bottom. And dinner is served. I've got enough left over for our lunches tomorrow. It kind of smells like Hamburger Helper, but tastes way better than that. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye!